Director's take. There's a lot going on in the world of Overwatch right now. Season 5 launched this week, and we started releasing information about Season 6, also known as Overwatch 2 Invasion, with its story missions, new hero, game mode, and much more. This week, we'll go over a few topics, Season 5 and the changes to the Battle Pass that we've made, the game modes that we'll be releasing this season, with a focus on the 5 mini-stack season, as well as some thoughts on stomps in Overwatch and how they relate or don't to matchmaking. I'm a little disappointed that the new modes, like the Lucio Ball and... Wait, what? Oh, did it not? Okay, director's take from Aaron Keller. Take 2. There's a lot going on in the world of Overwatch right now. Season 5 launched this week, and we started releasing information about Season 6, also known as Overwatch 2 Invasion, with story missions, new hero, game mode, and much more. This week we'll go over a few topics, Season 5, and the changes to the Battle Pass we've made, the game modes that we'll be releasing this season, with a focus on the 5-stack mini-season, as well as some thoughts on stomps in Overwatch and how they relate or don't to matchmaking. I'm a little bit disappointed that the new modes like Lucio Ball, Winston Volleyball, and Prop Hunt are all second half of the season, as well as the mini-season of stacking. It doesn't really give us anything to do right now, which sucks, but it is what it is. Let's jump into the Battle Pass. We've heard feedback that you would like to see more of this season's themed cosmetics in our Battle Pass. Our Mythic skin has always been a part of this system, and we've typically had several other themed skins, but for Season 5, nearly every one of our skins in the Battle Pass was based on the Season 5's theme, which is very good. What's more, we've also made changes to the Mythic skin. This season it has been broken into several parts and scattered throughout the Battle Pass at different tiers. With the first unlocking at tier 45, we've also built a story in the Season 5's Battle Pass. At certain tiers, players will not only unlock them, but also unlock the next part of Questwatch's story. Not every Battle Pass will be like this. We're still experimenting with what feels best and what can make a season more fun. Going forward, we'd like to continue to evolve the Battle Pass to help it feel fresh, on theme, and exciting. This season, we're releasing several new game modes, 4 of them. In fact, Defeat the Demon Lord, developed by Cactus Puppy, which we played. That was actually a lot of fun. Is our first ever creator-made game mode. We're also releasing a new summer games event, Winston's Beach Volleyball. I'm super excited for Mischief and Magic, our take on Prop Hunt. A piece of feedback that we hear is that you would like the new game modes to release to have more replayability built into them. PvP game modes like Prop Hunt and Volleyball, by their nature, have more replayability, and our goal is for players to be able to jump into these games more often. Yes, that is very good. Very, very good take from Aaron. The 4th mode we're releasing in Season 5 is our 5v5 ranked mini-season. This mode will require a pre-made 5-stack to be able to queue for a match. Internally, we're watching your reaction to this mode closely. This is a different type of competition and rating than our standard ranked mode. If this proves popular, it could open the door for other types of competition in our game that are based on teams, like an internal tournament system or mode. That's very, very interesting. Good to see, good to hear. Hope it does well, or could potentially force us to take a harder look at the way we treat grouping restrictions in our current system. No, keep expectations low. Keep them low. Don't get disappointed. As we discussed this version of a competitive season, we also discussed the possibility of a solo/duo mini-season. We ultimately moved away from that over fears that it could pull away too many players from the main ranked modes to grade match quality and queue times. The 5-stack version felt like a safer mode to try, although we'll be closely watching queue times here. There's a possibility that they could get quite long depending on player participation. Yeah, that's a real possibility. That even happened in Mystery Heroes at high level. Mystery Heroes queues were taking like almost an hour. So, stomps. Stomps can happen in all games, and they happen in Overwatch. When a stomp happens, it's easy to blame the matchmaker. That match felt unfair, so it must be because the other team was much better or worse than your own. That might not always be the case, though. We've been collecting data, and lopsided matches tend to happen at the same rate regardless of match quality, even in matches where the skill difference between players is less than one division. Have you ever played a match in Control and gotten clobbered on the first point, only to turn around on the second and win the match? Yes, So there's actually many times where matches are one-sided, mostly because of mentality diff, and people tilt themselves out of oblivion. Like, when I play games, I get tilted sometimes because, like, the game just feels really frustrating, but I never really take it out on my teammates, and I always still try my best, because even if a game seems impossible to win, you never know, and I can't tell you how many games I flipped and won because I just don't give up, and not many people share that sentiment. It's really sad. During that first point, it's easy to think the match was made incorrectly. The point of this example is that we think there are mechanics in Overwatch that contribute to matches turning out this way. For instance, the way ult charge is generated in the game is a snowball mechanic. Yo, Top Notchy, thanks for the 5 gifties. I appreciate it. I forgot to mute alerts, my bad. For instance, the way ult charge is generated in the game is a snowball mechanic, and it can be hard to stop that momentum. This is something Seagull talks about a lot, and it's very interesting. They've never, ever addressed this, ever. That's a core gameplay change. So, like, I don't think you guys understand, like, how much that sentence means, because, like, it is kind of an Overwatch problem. When a team wins a fight, they typically generate more ult, but they also get to dictate positioning for the next fight. They get to stick together without the same chance of getting staggered as the loser. True, the loser does get the benefit, though, of keeping ult charge if you decide to swap because of the new keep 25% ult charge when you swap type of thing. So sometimes you can swap to a better comp and win the next fight. But as the match goes on, that becomes harder and harder to do. In the earlier example of Control, the reset between rounds negates many of the mechanics and puts each team on an even playing field for the next round. We are continually working on our matchmaker, but the biggest gains for perceived competitiveness in Overwatch lies in looking at our core mechanics and game modes and making adjustments here. More to come on this topic. That's very interesting. I wonder if we could ever live in a world where if you played like Escort, where if you cap first point or lose first point, everyone's ults get reset. Whoa, that could be crazy. That's it for this week. Talk to you all soon, and I'll see you all in game. Very short article, but very interesting one from Aaron. And also, there's a side note. The Hero Mastery mode in Overwatch 2's Invasion has been delayed and is now releasing in September mid-season patch. The Overwatch team says it's necessary to deliver the best possible experience. So, when Season 6 launches, there will not be Hero Mastery modes, which sucks a little bit. And, you know, it's probably the right call to make sure it's a good experience, but it does keep building on. It's like, oh, not another thing, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And it just feels like it's been snowballing for so long. Someone needs to get under it and catch the snowball, you know? So, but, again, it's probably the right call. So, anyways. Very interesting dev blog from Aaron.